What's up guys, JJ here, and today we're going to rescue some discus fish. So I was working in the shop the other day and this lady was buying meds and I was trying to help her figure out what was wrong with her fish. And long story short, she had some discus that some of them had taken ill. She was having trouble taking care of them. And I guess she just all in all was kind of tired of keeping up with the needs of having a big aquarium. So I offered to give them a home, and to my surprise, she was like, yeah, you can have my discus. And so we're gonna pick up some discus, and she said there was some other like cichlids and things in the tank also. So we'll see what we get, and let's give these guys a good home. So I'm on the way to pick up these fish, and I don't know this lady well. I just ran into her, heard she was tired of keeping fish, and I told her I could pick them up. So honestly, I don't know if the address I'm going to is her place and she's like scooping them out of the aquarium, or if I'm meeting her in a parking lot with like 5-gallon buckets just sitting in the middle of the parking lot. I'm not sure, but we're gonna pick up these fish. I'm happy to take them off her hands, and that's really the responsible way to do it anyway. Don't just dump your fish, dump your aquarium in a lake or a river. That's why we got so many non-native and invasive species down here in South Florida now. Alright, so I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna meet the lady and pick up these fish, and I'll check back in. Alright guys, there they are. We took all the fish from our tank. It's 3 discus and a bunch of smaller cichlids. There's like a really big loach back there too, but we got them on the air stone. Oh, I panicked because it wasn't bubbling, but the car's not on right now. So we're gonna get these bad boys home and get them into a tank. Alright, so we got the fish back home. I'm working on acclimating now. And then this tank right here, it's been a whole thing. I was gonna put Oscars in it. This is a 75-gallon right here. I was gonna put Oscars in it. It became a whole thing, and maybe I'll show you. I had a tank break. A lot happened. Maybe I'll show you guys that footage in a different. Maybe that video will still come out in some kind of way. I don't know. But anyways, so we're gonna put all the fish we got today in the 75, and then some of them I know are African cichlids, so they'll go in the African cichlid tank right over there, and we'll figure out exactly what we're gonna do with the other ones. But let's take a look at them again. Alright, so let's get these discus out of here first. Oh, he's stressed. They're like laying on their side. Come on, bud. Relax, relax, relax. He let me catch him with his hand the first time, or with my hand. This time I think I might need the net. I'm gonna net him. Now look at that fish. That's a pretty discus fish. These guys are about 5-6 years old from what I'm told. We're just gonna get him in the water. And I believe there's 2 more discus in here. They're harder to see because they're that dark color, not that bright orange. What is that? Stop. Fine, I won't hold you. There's another one. We've got like a mud brown. And there is a 3rd discus in here. Oh, it's the pretty blue one. Now check that one out. Oh my goodness, that's a pretty fish. Not ready for you. One of the other little cichlids is ready to get in the big tank. Now, I think we got some labs in here too. This looks like yellow labs. Is that what it is? Might be assorted. No, I think he's a lab. Okay, what do we get this time? Okay. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, he got himself stuck in the net. Quit flopping around. Got him. Alright, I'm not sure about this guy or girl. So we've got sort of the ocellatus type spot in the back. Could this be a jewel cichlid maybe? I don't know. Let's get her in the water. What else we got? Crebensis? No, what's the other one that's not a crib? Gosh, I can't remember the name. I'm so used to South American cichlids that I can't get these right today. But it's not a oh well, I'll have to look it up in a minute. Oh my gosh, we've got a... Is that a ram? An interesting mix of cichlids that came from one tank from this lady. Okay, here we've got the other... that river cichlid. And... what's this blue? I should be more familiar with these, but I'm not. I know it's African. Maybe I'll look these up and put the names on the screen later. I know that one is, it's an Mbuna, right? Pseudotropheus? Oh. Testing my African knowledge. I'm not super familiar with African cichlids. Come on. Got another one of these. I'll have to look this one up. Now, let's see if I can scoop this big clown load. She is a thick boy. And the fastest thing in the tank, apparently. We got another yellow lab. Pretty good size. For a lab, anyway. And this is an itty bitty thing. What is this? Looks like another ram, maybe? That's so small, though. Okay, so we've got a few of these that I'll have to identify. Oh! Bro, I'm putting you in the big house, bro. You about to go in the 75. Come on. And we got another little guy. Oh, is that a Cory? I think that's an emerald Cory. Well, probably not the house for Corys, but it is what it is. This is why we took the fish. We're going to... Oh! Look at this big clown loach. Isn't that a thick boy? Look at that big, thick clown loach.
Boy, he's thick! Boy!
I know I've got a few more Corys in here, and I see 3 more cichlids. What is this? Oh. You guys will have to identify that for me. Is it a loach? Oh, that's a pretty one. Oh no. I think that is a jewel cichlid, right? I don't know. Let's get it in the tank. I'll do IDs on everything later. For these fish I'm not super familiar with, it's hard to tell when they're like juveniles. When they get all their color and all their shape and size, I'm a little better. I think this is the last cichlid. Let's get that one in there.
The next day.
Alright guys, it's been a day. We've got the fish in there. They're looking comfortable. I've been at work all day, so I just got home. Tank's looking good. Let's check it out and see if I can really ID all these fish and figure out where we're going for this tank in the future. Alright, so first things first, you might notice I have a lot of filtration on this for a discus tank. That's because this tank is new, and once I put all these fish in there, they stirred up so much dust, I had to put on some extra sponge filters to clean it up, but we're looking good now. And we didn't aquascape really. I was planning on setting this up for an Oscar, so we just had some Anubias and some Java Fern on some driftwood. So we might rescape this later once we figure out everything that's going on. So let's look. We've got our big boy discus looking good. And then we've got these brown ones in the corner. They're kind of, I don't know. I don't think they like to set up this tank, the tank mates. I think it's causing them some stress. The lady who gave me these fish had just recently lost one. And I would wager that it had something to do with the tank mates. Oh, maybe I'm spooking everybody into the corner because look at all these. So we've got some jewel cichlids there. I think I had a pair of yellow labs. That's the little one. One was a really big male. And then we got some little cories. The cories are going to stay in this tank for sure. I got a couple of rams. I think that's the big one. And yeah, then we have like a little runt ram. Okay, say that 5 times fast. And then in the back, there's another jewel cichlid there. Oh, there's the big lab. That one's about twice as big as the other one. Can you guys see that tail back there though? That tail is a chunky clown loach, and he's so goofy. Let's see if we can go around and get a look at him. Yeah, he's kind of hiding behind that pot. Ooh, yeah. I'm spooking him a little bit still. But I wanted them to have some hiding spaces. I'm glad they're finding them. Because honestly, if I was a fish in this tank, I'd be stressed. We got like 4 different continents in this tank. Yeah, look at that big clown loach. He's a juicy boy. He's back there with a yo-yo loach. They look like best friends. I would move the pot, but I'm just going to let him be. Then we've got a little Mbuna right there. Another one right there. I think this is Johanny. And is there anything I'm missing in this tank? We got the discus, we got the jewel cichlids, rams, the loaches, the cories. I think that's about it. So first things first, after I get these guys and make sure they're healthy and I feel comfortable putting them in tanks with fish I already have, we're going to put these labs and any other Lake Malawi fish in our Lake Malawi tank. You know, let's go take a look at the Lake Malawi tank and see where they're going. So once I feel comfortable with those African cichlids, we're going to move them into this tank where they're going to have a whole bunch of tank mates. Good setup for African cichlids here. I wouldn't quite call it a biotope, but it's in the style of, you know, influenced by the actual landscape of Lake Malawi. And then while we're at it, I've got a couple of New World cichlids that might end up going into the other 75. We might trade places because this maybe isn't the setup I want them in. So that was African cichlids number 1. Our Lake Malawi cichlids, our Mbuna there. Now the jewel cichlids, I'm not even sure if I want, but we'll figure something out for them. Because down here in South Florida, you can catch jewel cichlids out of a canal like you're fishing for bluegill. Which actually, if you guys want me to do fishing videos, let me know in the comments. And those could be coming soon. We might start fishing for exotic invasive species and all that. But the jewel cichlids, even though they're an African cichlid, they are from the river system, so they don't need the hard water that the Mbuna do. They actually would do okay with similar parameters to any other South American cichlid. A lot of people compare jewel cichlids to maybe a convict. The water parameters are the same. Apparently their breeding habits are the same, mating habits, and I don't know. We'll either keep them in here or I've got a 40 breeder. We can do species only for them and see if we get some breeding going with those, just for funsies. Jewel cichlids don't sell for a lot, especially down here, but it could be fun for the hobby and might make a good video too. Now for now, the discus are definitely staying here. Ooh, that one's colored up a bit since I was last over here. The turquoise one, looking good, man. I didn't think I'd be a discus keeper, but I'm happy to have them. So the cories here. Cories are definitely going to stay in this tank because I don't have anywhere else good to put them, and they can do the Lord's work on the substrate and get any leftover food down there. The rams, and here's one little baby ram. The other one's at a weird angle, you can't really see it back there. But the rams, for the time being, will stay in this tank. Pretty much anything that is a New World cichlid will be in this tank for a while, until we figure out maybe some individual setups and either find some breeding tanks or we get a different community tank going. And what else is in here? Oh, I'm gonna have to move this pot because we gotta see these big boy loaches. Because honestly, I don't know what to do with these loaches. I'm gonna be for real. I'm gonna be 100 with you. We got 2 thick loaches back there. Everybody's just kind of piled up. So there's my big clown loach. Now clown loaches are a whole nother continent. We've been talking about South and Central America for our cichlids and African cichlids. Clown loaches I think come from like Asia, Indonesia. So I see people put them in scapes with like African cichlids, but they're kind of an oddball. But that's fine. That's why they're called clown loaches anyway. They're just goofy dudes. But isn't he a chunky boy? When you see him in the shop and they're like 2 inches, you don't think they'll get to be this big. And he could still grow another couple of inches. And there's our, I believe that's a yo-yo loach. I've never had a YOLO. Never had a yo-yo loach before, but I think that's what that is. And honestly, do you guys think he's shaped like a dolphin? He's got kind of a bottle nose, doesn't he? It's so weird. But then his nose is raw. So I don't know what this guy's been up to in his old home. But we've got some meds, some antibiotics, and some stress coat in the tank right now that'll hopefully heal that up. So that's the plan so far, guys. If it's an African cichlid, a Lake Malawi cichlid, it's got a tank to go to here in a little bit. Our discus, for now, we're going to stay in the 75, and that'll be like our South American cichlid tank for the most part. And I've got a couple little breeding tanks and some other things that we might do for any of the oddballs. I'm not 100% sure, but I will update you guys. So if you wanna see what happens with some of these fish, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that thumbs up, that like button too. It's free for you guys to do and it really does help me out. So that's it for me, guys. I will be updating you for sure. I'm very excited to have fish I've never kept before. So if you guys want to go on that journey with me, Come on. Come on in here. We're doing a lot of things.
What really happened on that Thursday here at Augusta High School that led to Chris Wood's death? The f is that?
I'm not even gonna edit that out. So, yeah, I'm really excited to be keeping a lot of fish that I've never had before. I honestly didn't expect to be keeping discus anytime soon anyway. Like I said, this was supposed to be an Oscar tank, and then a nice older lady said she was tired of keeping up with her fish, and she wanted them to go to a good home, so we're giving them one. So, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, hit that like button, and if you want to see more, subscribe. And we're really going to have a lot of fun. We got a lot of tanks going on, so I'll see you in the next one. Okay, there's also a crab in here. Just thought you guys should know that there's a crab in here.